Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in-depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.
Hello and welcome to Nirmal, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Hiral Dadia. We have with us Kunal Shah, Head of Commodities Research, joining in. Kunal, welcome to the show. We have been discussing what's happening with crude as well as, in terms of gold and silver as well. An interesting move that we've seen in today's session with regards to gold as well as silver. After the 2 days fall that we've seen, today there has been a rise that's come in with regards to gold and silver. And I know you have been of the opinion that this volatility is here to stay. Now, overall, the prices may remain choppy in the near term, but do you think there would be opportunities of buying that could emerge at lower levels?
Yeah. So first of all, crude, the matter of fact remain is the demand side continues to remain weak. Okay, we are not seeing any significant revival in the demand. And on the other hand, whatever development which are taking place in US in terms of the production. So in US, the production is continuously edging downwards. So that is basically keeping the market tight. But my sense is that 42.20, 42.30 are the levels where oil should go down. It should not, 30, oil prices are not going to go and sustain about 3220, not 4203. 3220, 3230 is the level where one should start to go short. And I think one can see levels of 3140, 3150, and stop loss should be placed at 3255, 3260. So not expecting any major uptick in crude oil in evening session. And sell on rallies, just we are expecting some bit of profit taking during the weekend, and that can trigger oil to move down.
Right, so that's with regards to where crude is concerned. And overall, my next question is with regards to gold as well as silver. Today we've seen that up move that has come in terms of gold and silver prices after a 2 day fall. Uh, do you think there could be buying opportunities that could emerge in terms of gold? Because I know you have been of the opinion that the volatility will remain high in terms of gold. Near term is looking choppy, but do you see buying opportunities?
No, I was the one, who was continuously telling everyone not to buy gold, and
Exactly.
we are expecting it to go down. So yes, with the volatility, it has gone down. And if you ask me, Kunal, is it the right time to buy? I would say still no, because what is happening is that in spite of the weaker dollar, so dollar index is was at 93, it has gone down to 92, and from 92 it's hovering at 92, 30, 40 today. But the point is that even though the dollar index is weakened, and then too gold and silver prices are continuously going down, what does it mean? It means that you have to understand the market, that it takes a while for it to go up, and in a matter of 10 minutes it goes down immediately. So no matter what, so people are forgetting one thing in this entire rally of gold and silver. What we saw is asset like gold, which generally gives return of 10%, 8%, 12%, which is considered to be a great return, has delivered 35% return in 6 months.
Correct.
And silver has almost given 100% return from 39,000 to 78,000. So we all are in a lag that long term अच्छा है, but long term अच्छा है, yes, 100% अच्छा है, but short term क्या है? हम लोग every day यहाँ पे जो whatever trading we do, that is for short term evening session, or maybe 2 days, 3 days view. So what is that? And that is not looking very bright. So with the kind of volatility what we have seen, I'm not expecting any meaningful upside. Sell the rallies is my view. Silver can again go down and test levels of 62,000 to 63,000. Gold can again go down and test levels of 50,800, 50,700. So I'm expecting both metals to be shorted at higher levels. Gold around 52,100, good levels to go short for evening session, and expect it to go down and test levels of 51,700 to 51,550. As far as silver is concerned, 68,100 go short in evening session,
Mm.
68 today's high, 68 800 900 should be the stop loss, and you can expect it to go below 67,000. So now, earlier 1,000 rupees view for silver was sounding too optimistic, but the volatility, the walls of gold and silver are so high that I cannot give very small stop loss and tell you to go long or short. If you put a strong, so I would advise our all everyone who has attended. So if your client was doing 5 lots, please tell him to do only 2 lots. If your
Mm.
client is doing 3 lot, please trade in 1 lot, because this kind of volatility is not normal, and I don't think so anyone can brace this kind of volatility. So sell on rallies is my view for the short term, and sell on higher levels. Put a deep stop loss. Don't put 200, 300 rupees stop loss. If your client doesn't have the appetite, don't do it. Okay. If somebody wants to trade with the 100, 200 rupees stop loss in gold and silver, then this is not the right time. I would not recommend to trade at all, because you
Right.
need to put deep stop losses, and I'm expecting it to go down. So
So,
irrespective of what happens in dollar, it can go down today. Since Friday, you can see some short covering, but overall, I don't think so it's going to be sustainable.
right. But with this, Kunal, another thing I want to check with you is with regards to what the Fed is doing. Now, they've already cut the rates to zero. They have implemented quantitative easing, and now they have been talking about yield curve control. Do you think that could affect the gold market in any way?
Yeah, see, the point is that whatever Fed is doing, okay, it is bullish. So for gold, but like bullish for what? For 1 month, 1 week, 1 day, or 1 year, 2 year. So what Federal Reserve is doing is bullish for long term. But what about short term? We also have to consider that when we are trading, and the short term, it doesn't look good. The way the movement is taking place on the platform, exchange platform, it is very scary. The swings are pretty extreme. I remember this week, after testing 71,000, silver crashed to 65,000. So that level has not come yet, but after testing 65, it went up to 70,000. This kind of movement is not something anyone can withstand with. uh, 800 rupees stop loss conservatively you should keep to 2.5 3% stop loss, and same way target. And I think whatever level I mentioned, you can act on those levels.
And overall, Kunal, there's a question coming in. What do you expect USD INR to expire on 27th August?
Yeah, Masood, the question of yours is what is the view on USD INR? And I'm just getting a feeler that it's the whatever appreciation what we saw in the pair seems to be quite exaggerated with whatever is going on across the world. And dollar index also, the way it has crashed, I think there is a very strong case that you can see a pullback of 20 to 30 paisa. So I think after the kind of appreciation we saw, I yesterday also told in the group, I'm expecting USD INR to move up a bit. Markets broader on a broader base doesn't look very bearish, but it seems that we are going to see some bit of uptick. 30 paisa uptick is what I'm expecting in USD INR pair.
Right. And any strategy that one could have in terms of base metals?
So base metals also have rallied significantly from last 2 days. They are showing sign of some weakness. So you can see some profit taking in them. So if you ask me, what are the calls I would give? So copper, which has rallied significantly, around 27, 28, good levels to short, and expect copper to go down and test levels of 421 to 420. So 521 to 5. So copper, I'm expecting a bit of breather after what we saw in terms of rally. 526 also you can go short. 520 are the targets what you can expect in a day or two. So and USD INR, I'm expecting some bit of upside. 75, 20, 25 are the levels what you can see after what we saw.
Right. So that's with regards to where base metals are concerned. And there's a question coming in as to why MCX silver has lost its relation with COMEX silver.
Yeah, so whenever we approach the delivery period, okay, it's very interesting question, and I want everyone to understand this because it is very important. It's question by whom? I think Dinesh ji. Dinesh ji, I think what did Dinesh has asked a brilliant question. I was wondering why this question has not been put up. So what happens is these are the deliverable contracts. So when you are approaching for the delivery intention period, the physical market fundamental comes into play. So if somebody some relative of mine was holding a silver, okay, and he wanted to sell in the physical market, so he called me up and he said that Kunal, the physical markets are quoting 10,000 rupees below the MCX price, and I was surprised. And he's staying in Rajasthan, and I did my inquiry and I came to know that yes, the difference is quite huge because in India the demand is low. In India, there is no silver ETF. Whatever demand is there of silver in US also, it's in form of ETF. India doesn't have a silver ETF, so the demand in India is very low. So even though the exchange prices were quoting when it quoted at 78,000 on exchange, that day physical markets were players were quoting silver at 68,000, 70,000. So here comes an arbitrage. So when the delivery intention, so this delivery, this expiry, we are going to see huge delivery going to occur from MCX. So if I have a silver, if I'm buying a physical silver, and if I'm selling the exchange silver, I'm making huge money. So this gap cannot last, and that's the reason the MCX silver is acting. So whoever is buying silver, so आज मैंने for example physical में से दो 2000 किलो 5000 किलो सिल्वर ले लिया और exchange पे I sold those that silver. That pressure is coming on exchange. So exchange prices are going down more than what is COMEX parity. It is leaving COMEX parity because the hedgers are whoever are buying in physical, they are immediately selling on the exchange.
Correct.
So it happened last week. It can happen also going forward, and that's why I recommend selling strategy, not buying strategy.
Right. So that's with regards to the strategy that one needs to use overall as well. I think that's the only two questions that we have for today. Thank you so much, Kunal, for joining in. Thank you, viewers, as well, for participating.